why your hair isn't growing. Hey subscribers, it's Kaylin and welcome back to my channel. And if you're not subscribed, I'm not talking to you. Just kidding, but it would really help me out if you guys hit the subscribe button. Now, as you guys can already tell by the title, today's video is about to be reasons why you can't grow your hair long. Now, I know. You got a perm when you were younger and your hair never grew back. And I know your hair was long as hell until you went to the shop to get your hair trimmed and she had the nerve to cut off 3 inches of your hair. Oops. I mean 4 inches of your hair. But don't worry, once your hair grows back, you're gonna be draping on those hoes again. Hopefully she don't set you back and cut off another 6 inches. Ugh.
Stupid, I'm not gonna let you get the chance.
So besides all those reasons that have been setting you back your entire life, I'm gonna give you some more reasons why you can't seem to grow your hair long. Now, just to give you a little background, because people always wanna know,
was your hair always long?
No, my hair has always been short. It was always like barely past my shoulder, somewhere around here. And it was like that pretty much my entire life. But when I was a kid, I fell victim to getting a perm too and my hair never growing back. And my beauticians was on that same bull too, where I asked for a trim and they cut off 6 inches. But before the perm, which I got in like 2nd or 3rd grade, maybe 4th, somewhere around that time, my hair was fairly long. I mean, it wasn't down to my butt or anything, but I had pretty long hair as a child. So with that being said, my first reason why you can't grow your hair long is because you have a perm or relaxer, whatever you want to call it. Now, because I looked at my baby pictures, I knew at some point my hair was long. So I know that I'm capable of growing my hair long. So why is my hair so short now? I mean, I took care of my hair. I greased my scalp. I put my scarf on before I went to bed every night. And I went to the hair salon faithfully every 2 weeks my entire life. So why the hell am I going to the hair salon for my hair to stay the same length? Now, amongst me and all my bald head friends that had perms as well, I was the one that had the long hair.
That's the only reason why boys like you is because you got that hair.
But whenever I saw a girl with natural hair walk past, which was a rarity, their hair would be draping. And I used to always wonder, like, what the hell is she doing to get her hair that long? I mean, my hair was long for a perm because my hair was right here and everybody else's hair was right here. But their hair is like down here. So what are you doing that your hair is growing that long? And that's when I realized the perm was holding me back. From the time that I got a perm, my hair was gradually and unnoticeably getting shorter and shorter and shorter throughout the years. But of course, when you see yourself every single day, you're not gonna look in the mirror one day and then the very next day say, oh, my hair was 0.5 millimeter longer than it was, you know, like you're not gonna pay attention like that. It's not until that you look at a throwback of maybe 2 years ago or 3 years ago and you say, dang, my hair was longer than it is right now. And I didn't even cut it, so why is my hair shorter? Now, I'm not saying you can't grow your hair long with a perm. I'm saying you can't grow your hair long with a perm. And I know, there's always that person that says,
well, I got a perm and my hair is long.
Okay, and that's your hair. And clearly that doesn't apply to everyone because there's a million people who got a perm and their hair don't. Reason number 2 is because your hair is not moisturized. Now, let me just make this clear from the jump. Your hair being wet is not the same thing as your hair being moisturized. Have you ever put on lotion that was like super greasy and oily and your hands still felt dry but they were wet because every time you touched something you were leaving behind oil or grease stains? So yeah, your hands are wet, but are they moisturized? There's lotions out there, as you know as well, where you put it on and it soaks into your skin and you're good. Your hands are dry, but they're not dry, they just moisturize. Same thing applies for hair. I used to be just like you and go to the store regularly and buy all these moisturizing products that everybody raved about. And I would put more than half the bottle of the product on my hair and then the next day my hair would be dry as shit. And I used to ask myself, where the hell did all that product go? So then I would go to the bathroom to spray my hair back wet and then all of a sudden you see the product is still in your hair. So it shows up when your hair is wet, but when your hair dries, the product is gone. So I would be like, okay, it's still product in my hair. They lied. This product isn't moisturizing. So then I continue to put more in my hair and then I go back to the store on a quest looking for the perfect, most moisturizing hair product out there. And do you know why those products weren't moisturizing? Do you know why you have to spray your hair wet every single day? Do you want to know where all that product went? Nowhere. The problem wasn't the product. The problem is your hair. The problem was that the product was just sitting on top of your hair, just like that lotion, just sitting on top of your skin. The product never absorbed into your hair and penetrated. So that's why when you wet your hair, you see the product because it's sitting on top of your hair. But your hair is dry and it's not moisturized because it's not really in your hair. So your hair is the problem, not the product. Which leads me to the third reason why your hair isn't growing. You don't decondition your hair right, or even at all. Now, if you want to know how to not decondition your hair, then I have a video there already on my channel and I'll link it down below in the description box. But to sum it all up, some people need heat. It is not an option. Some people need heat for their hair to absorb the product. And when I say heat, I mean heat, not warmth. 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 Am I saying it wrong or does it just sound weird? Some people need to sit under a hooded dryer. No wrapping your hair in a warm towel, no warming up the product and then applying it. It's not the same. Some people need to sit under a hooded dryer. I mean, let's be real. If someone asked you to warm them up a hot dog and you wrapped it up in a warm towel instead of heating it up in the microwave, do you really think it's gonna taste the same? Do you think it's gonna have the same effect? No. Now some people might say, yeah, cause they nasty. But others can't eat no hot dog warmed up by a towel that still got the square ridges on it. It's the same thing with hair. Your friend might not be able to sit under a hooded dryer. Your friend might be able to just use a hot towel and that'll be good enough. Your friend might not have to use anything at all. But you, my friend, need to sit your ass under a hooded dryer. And I know, it sucks for you.
Oh my God, why? Why is it always me? Why I gotta be the one that gotta sit under a hooded dryer? Why?
Now, let's summarize. You have a perm, your hair is dry as shit, you don't decondition, but you know what you do? You protective style. You protective style on your dry ass hair. Your hair is as dry as a pre-cooked piece of pasta and you got the nerve to try to twist your hair up and braid it up into all these protective styles. And I know. Some of y'all might be watching this reasons why your hair is not growing video and saying to yourselves,
okay, I don't do none of what you said, and I wear protective styles faithfully, and my hair is still growing, and you know what? My hair actually grows better when I do protective styles. Protective styles are actually the only reason why my hair grows.
As you sit here watching this why your hair is not growing video, telling everybody in the comments to continue doing what they're doing because YouTubers are always lying and we don't know what we're talking about, and YouTubers are always telling y'all something different. So you should listen to no one because everyone's hair is different.
Whew. Glad you got that off your chest. Are you good now? So as you can see, the fourth reason is constant manipulation. Your hair is dry and you're constantly twisting it up and putting it on all these protective styles. Yes, your hair is going to grow at the top. Everybody's hair grows from the top unless you have some sort of medical condition. Everybody's hair grows. Your hair has been growing your entire life. The problem is your hair is breaking at the ends. That's why it can't grow past a certain length. You might not realize it, but when your hair has been the same length for X number of years, that should be your clue. And last, lay off the direct heat. Direct heat is bad. Indirect heat is good. Sitting next to the fireplace is good. Sitting on top of the fireplace is bad. Now, does that mean you can't grow long hair if you use heat? Absolutely not. And honestly, what's the fun in natural hair if you can never flat iron it? But just know when enough is enough. Look at your ends, see if they're split. Look at your hair and see if it's dull and dry. If it is, you might need to lay off the heat. So of course, these are not all the reasons that exist, but I personally think these are the main reasons that affect people's hair growth or length retention, whatever you want to call it. So yeah, let me know what you think in the comments. Do you agree or do you disagree? Don't forget to hit the subscribe button and the notification bell because YouTube be on games. And I'll see you all in my next video.